My name is Andrew Slebonick. I'm a sergeant currently with the town of Vienna. I've been working here for just past my 9th year. Vienna was kind of a random place for me to apply. A few months later, I was hired and going through the academy. And then once I got to start knowing the people in the town, the citizens, you kind of get that small town feel where you start running into a lot of the same people on a daily basis. And there's a lot more camaraderie here than in some places. So you throw all that together, and I ended up, decided not to leave. Everybody kind of knows their body. When you don't feel good, you have a cold. Maybe you're feeling down, tired. For me, it was just physical pains and sorenesses, aching that I had never really felt before. After I put it off for a couple months, getting it checked out or anything like that. But after I talked to my wife and everything, she's like, you need to get it checked out because you're not feeling right. I think 2 days later, I got the ultrasound and they said they'd be contacting me if they needed to follow up at all. By the time I got home that day, they were calling me and telling me I needed to come back in for a follow-up. By the end of that week, I had made an appointment, and early the following week, I was in the urologist's office. He looked at the findings of the ultrasound, and then he wanted me to schedule surgery the following morning. So it was testicular cancer. It started spreading up the tumor, but hadn't left the area yet. They were able to knock it out with one swoop. Throughout this entire process, my wife has been phenomenal. We had the initial kind of shock and awe factor, and then it became, how do we get through this? What do we need to prepare? We were looking up all kinds of things. Without her and without my parents, it would have been a bear to get through. Boxing, for me, it is something that's completely new. I had no inkling to ever get involved in something like boxing until last year. One of my good friend's brothers actually participated in the Haymakers for Hope Beltway Brawl 2. I told my wife at the time, I said, if they come back next year, I want to apply. I applied in the spring when they announced that they were coming back for Beltway Brawl 3, and then I found out in June that a match had been made for me, and I was going to be able to fight in it. So that's when all the training and everything started. So, my boxing journey, my boxing career is 2 months old. Our goal for fundraising starts at $7,500 per fighter. That's set by the Haymakers for Hope organization, kind of as a minimum that you want to hit to participate. So obviously we hope that we break that. I don't think many people really care whether they are declared the winner. It's a physical challenge going through all the training. It's mentally challenging, trying to throw this on top of your normal job, your normal commitments at home, and then to jump into a ring in front of, I think they're anticipating about 3,000 people showing up. Your first time jumping into the ring is going to be in front of a pretty decent crowd of family and friends and strangers. But I don't think any of that really matters at the end of the day. It's how much can we fundraise, what can we do as a group, how much can we donate to these good causes.
2, ready, good, and move. Okay?
I'm not feeling nervous right now, but I think come September, late September, then it's going to start being the nervousness for the event. Now is the training and I'm in a good rhythm. I do think the nerves will definitely rack up leading up to the fight. I think the two experiences are, vastly different, when you compare going through treatment and being diagnosed with cancer to fighting in a charity event. I think they're also intertwined in a lot of ways, and I think they both will have a long-standing impact on how I view a lot of things. I've talked to former people that have fought through it, and they say it was one of the best things they've ever done in their lives. It was a challenge. It was something that they would do again if they could. And I think when you kind of brush up with cancer, like I did, I think it kind of reset how I viewed things. It made me want to take advantage of the time that we're here and what we're doing. And so I think that's what pushed me into doing a boxing match, and I think they correlate in that way, that they kind of reset your expectations for everything. It's like, keep things fresh, challenge yourself, and stay on top of it, because none of us know how long we're going to be here. I think sometimes we need a little reminder, and that's what I got.